What's up, guys? Today we are talking about Adventure Time Card Wars, and I have the doubles tournament version here. This gives you enough cards to play with 4 people, and then I played it with my wife, so we only played 2. You can play it with 2 to 4 people. It was really fun. I'm really excited. I was really excited to get this, play it, and see what Card Wars was all about because I really enjoyed the episode. Real quick, we'll give you a history lesson of Card Wars. We'll talk a little bit about it, and then I'll go over the contents that are in the doubles tournaments box, and then we'll talk about how to play a little bit. This won't be a full how-to play. I mean, there's lots of YouTube content out there already how to do that. But anyway, so a little history here. So Card Wars, right? That episode aired in season 4, episode 14. If you want to go watch it, it came out July 16, 2012. It was a really fun episode. It was really great. Gave a lot of hype to the possibility of a card game. And what do you know? They did come out with this card game. And the card game did officially release back in February 19th, 2014 with a set that allowed for 2 people to play. And then they had their booster box that came out for the Glory. Came out also in 2014. That was, I believe, March of 23rd. Somewhere around there. But anyway, throughout the whole series, Card Wars is mentioned a few times. You get it in Season 6, Episode 1, and that came out in April 21st, 2014. You see Cosmic Owl and Prismo are seen playing it. And then you have Daddy-Daughter Card Wars, which is Season 8, Episode 11. That came out in July 2016. You have Charlie, Grand Prix, and Moniker playing it. And that's pretty much who we have here. With Jake playing as well. And then again, we see it in Distance Lands that just recently came out in June 25th of this year, 2020. And you see the holographic version of it being played by Y5 and Mr. M. So it's interesting that I'm glad they brought it back and showed it in the show in Distant Lands and brought it up. And because in 2019, the app was shut down. Right, as far as I know, the app's gone, and then this went out of print as well. They made a couple starter sets for 2 people to play. They made a bunch of those. I think there's like 5 or 6 out there. They made a booster box, which I have. I'm really excited to open that. That'll be in the next video. And then they have this right here for doubles tournaments for 4 people. So let's take a look at what's inside. Now that you guys have had a refresher, I'm sure you already know if you're already here. You get a nice rule book, and it comes. Sorry, I do not have a lot of area here, but kind of go through there. Nice visuals, easy examples to follow. They go over everything. They cover everything that you need to know. You get. I already took them out of the little things, but you get frozen tokens, which you can freeze, landscapes, and then you get these hit markers on there. Keep track of damage on your cards. Let's see here. Let me see if I can dig this stuff out here. You get your hero cards, right? You get 4 hero cards. So here we go. 4 heroes, the doubles tournament, which came out alongside with the Daddy-Daughter Card Wars, right? So that's really cool. I mean, it goes everything's just exactly like it was in the show, right? So that's nice. So let me bring this over here. Let's see what else we got. Oh man, are these gonna be hard to get out? Okay. I have to edit that section out. All right, here we go. Here's Jake's deck. So, as you can see, the back of it, CW for Card Wars. And you're going to be playing with corn people and nice lands, right? Corn fields. Upside down. Let you guys see a little bit of the cards that are in there. This is really collectible now, too. It's everything's kind of gone up in price, so if you want to play it, I would go out and collect it, or go out and buy a version of it now before it goes up even more in price. It's going to be highly collectible. I mean, the show ran for a very long time. It's sad that the show's coming to an end. So 40 card decks. You get 4 of them. Let's go over. I should probably have this stuff prepared already. So you got Charlie's, you got monikers, and then you have Grand Prix right there. Boom. And then let's see here. Let's see what monikers has. So let's see here. So she plays with Sandy Lands and Icy Lands. Sandy and Icy Lands. And then you have teamwork cards in there. These cards that play off having a teammate. So 2v2. We just took those out for our 1v1 match. All right. Get this out. And then you get these oversized landscape cards, right? You get 4 for each person. And these are your lanes. So you have building cards, you have spell cards, and then you have creature cards, right? So just as an example, place your creature down. Unless it has a flop ability. I mean, if you flopped them, it'll go down here. It's all explained in the rule books. I'm sure most of you know what I'm talking about here. But in a lane, if another creature's in the other lane, you line up your lanes 4 to 4. And then at the end of each turn, they battle it out, right? Unless your creature's exhausted, or you from a flop ability, or you can, after you attack, you exhaust it that way. And then you use the little red markers here that they give you, and you can place damage on it. And then once damage exceeds the little shield icon there, the number next to the shield, then it goes away. It goes to your discard pile. Building cards. I don't want to dig for building card, but building cards would go right below the landscape cards, so they don't take up a creature slot. So you have 1 creature per landscape, so you can have a total of 4 creatures out at a time. And then you have 2 actions per turn. So again, this is just a summary. I'm skipping a lot of things here. There's a lot of strategy involved with it too. It's a really great card game. It's really fun to play. But you get 2 actions, and those actions allow you to summon and play cards, and you can see the cost right there. So the cost is never more than 2, but there are cards that give you extra actions, so you can play more cards, or you can spend your actions to draw cards too. So that's fun. But yeah, so I wanted to talk about a little bit here on the end of this video. It was kind of a short video, not much going on. I just wanted to show you guys what you get in the doubles tournament. I wanted to talk about it because I love this card game. I love the episode that it aired in. I thought it was one of the best Adventure Time episodes and my most favorite. But so it kind of failed, right? Unfortunately, sad to say, the app went away in 2019, as far as I know. That's what my research told me. I could be wrong. And then the card game also went away before that. I think it might have been in anywhere from 2016 to 2018. Sorry, I didn't look that up. But the card game's out of print, right? And it was designed and distributed by Cryptozoic Entertainment, and they do board games and card games. They're really good at what they do. They produce pretty high quality cards. I mean, these cards are awesome. Couldn't ask for any more, right? There's a couple things that I would have done different, in my opinion, right? Of course, they made a lot of money. It was very successful. Everyone bought all their products, right? And they've sold out everywhere. Now you just have to go to the second-hand market to get most of your products. There's still sealed products out there, but other people are selling them, and they're going for a lot of money right now. But I want to talk about the back of the card. I think in the show, so they had to design it just like the show, right? Because you wanted the exact card game, right? But I think in the show, or even in the card game, if they decided to change the back of it, I like the back. It looks cool. It's exactly what the shows did. But if you see on this rule book, I think if the back of the cards were just like this kind of wood texture with this outline, and then obviously, you get rid of Jake and that stuff. But then you have this insignia emblem right here, coat of arms, I think it's called. And it had Card Wars across it with Adventure Time. And you just slap that on the back of these cards, 10 times better. in my opinion. Better artwork. I would enjoy this more right here. See, here, I can hold it up right there. Look at that. If, get rid of Jake, get rid of the doubles tournament, wouldn't that just been a 10 times better card back? I mean, the blinding red, the dark red blending together, it's not for me. But I get it. I get why they did that. Maybe they could have done it different in the show, so it could be different on the actual card game. Another thing is, this is not a CCG, right? It's not TCG, CCG, whatever you want to call it nowadays. Unfortunately, it's an LCG, right? It was limited. You get most of the cards in the starter decks. They told you what you're gonna get. There's barely. I think in the booster packs there's some randomization. I think for the glory, I'm not sure. I'll have to research it. But other than that, you know exactly what you're getting. And I think that if they would have made it a collector's game, a trading card game, a true trading card game, I think we would have seen a lot better results, more sets. I think they would have came out with a lot more products. But with the show ending as well, and now we just have the Distant Lands add-on to the show, which is really, really cool. Those episodes are amazing. They're giving us more content, even though the show's ended, right? But if they would have just made it a collector card game, a trading card game, randomization, RNG, put out a couple more sets, I think it would have done really well. I think it would have been really successful. I mean, the game itself is fun to play. I don't like the tokens so much. I don't like using a lot of tokens in card games, but every card game does that. There's tokens for every card game. Like the little pieces here that you have to keep track of. Let me bring them back out. These little pieces, I do not like keeping track of these and putting them everywhere. But there's better ways to do that, right? And then maybe it would have just been better if the defenses and stuff were lowered, kind of like Magic, I guess, and cards just either cancel each other out most turns, but Magic has gotten really complicated, and they have tokens and damage counters and all that stuff too anyway now. But other than that, I think the 2 action points per turn limits you to the possibilities of what you could do with this card game as far as strategy goes as well. I mean, with Magic the Gathering, you can have like 30 mana cards out at once and then play a ton of cards and have lots of options, right? With Yu-Gi-Oh, you can play as many cards as you want. You just have to sacrifice monsters and stuff like that. Duel Masters, your cards were your mana, but again, you can have as much mana as you wanted. The 2 actions per turn just really limits what you can do, and limits like the amount of cards that you can have, right? Your cards can only cost 1 or 2. That's it. There's no 3, 4, 5 cost cards that could be even better, could be upgraded, it could be better stats, better abilities. So that really limited the card game to what they could do as far as, and maybe that was another reason why they couldn't print so much and it was an LCG, is because they were limited on their options, right, with 2 actions per turn. I think if they would have upped it to maybe you can somehow get 5 actions, or maybe your lands produce an action, so 4 actions, it would have been a lot more versatile, a lot more options out there. But otherwise, I think that's my only gripe about this game. The actions, the back of the card, the fact that it wasn't actually a true trading card game. Other than that, I think it's a great game. You guys should definitely go pick up a copy if you have the chance. If it's something that you looked at trying to get into and were thinking about it, kind of on the edge, I would definitely just go buy a copy, go buy a starter deck, play it a few times, have fun. Otherwise, these prices are only going to go up. I mean, Adventure Times is a huge show, and they have lots of products, lots of collector's items, and people are going nuts for this stuff. My cat's trying to get on camera here. Okay, well, that's all I got. Here's my cat. But that's all I got for you guys. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. Go check out my Light Seekers video that has a giveaway on it. if you guys like Lightseekers, or it gives you a starter deck for 2 people to play. So even if you don't like it or don't have any cards, you have everything that you need to play a few games and see if you do like it. Again, that game's out of print right now as well, unfortunately. I mean, it sucks that these really good, really cool card games are going out of print. But at least with Lightseekers, you do have 3 sets that came out and lots of booster boxes out there. And it was a dedicated trading card game. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. My next video is the booster box opening. So stay tuned for that. Go ahead, hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button, hit the like button. Put those notifications up for when I come out with the booster box opening. But anyway, have a great day. See you guys later. Thanks for the support. Thanks for being here. Thanks for watching. Peace.